Maine is getting $65 million for 2 ongoing rural infrastructure projects. The money comes from the Competitive Highway Bridge Program. Co-written by Senator Susan Collins in 2018, the program focuses on funding projects that serve rural communities. This round of funding will help pay for ongoing work to replace 11 bridges and repair bridge decks on 4 more across the state. Project sites include Old Town, Carmel, Orland, Howland, and more. According to Collins' office, she's helped secure Maine more than $1 billion in transportation grants since 2009 through her work on the Appropriations Committee. Tell me about when you are writing this legislation that's going to affect the whole country, how you think about also positioning Maine and Maine's needs.
Well, by stressing that the money should go to rural areas disproportionately, I've ensured that Maine is going to get a big chunk of the funding. Maine is the most rural state, or one of the most rural states in the nation. So whenever I can insert the word rural when I'm writing legislation, I know that it will be of tremendous value to Maine. And our rural communities really need this assistance. A lot of times these are state-owned bridges, but the state frequently focuses more on more urban areas with higher traffic volume, but that doesn't mean that our rural communities should be left behind.
Collins says these bridge projects will help keep rural Mainers safe while connecting them to the rest of the state.